I want to take a second and hang out for a moment because I know I'm the romantic one, but I want to tell you the three things you absolutely need to have before you say I love you. And this ain't that list that's all about the craziest or the most rom-com type of stuff. This is actually the reality list. This is the real list coming from a divorced man having been through this process and what it is that you really need to know before you can say I love you. And these are the three things, the three most important things you need to have. Number one is you need to understand if it's a goal or a mission. See, it's great to have that person who has drive. And out of all the people we've helped and all the people we've talked to and all the things we've done, you have people who's like, I want somebody who earns good money, or I want somebody who has drive. I want somebody who has to help the world. And all that sounds great. All that sounds great, but you have to understand if it's a goal or a mission. So understand this. Let's say, for example, there is a person that you are just amazingly attracted to, and they love to help kids, and so they volunteer at the kids rec center, or they coach a kids team or something of that nature, and you're just dating, you're not together, but you know that they're coaching this kid. They don't have a nephew or niece or cousin or anything in this club, but they're coaching basketball or they're coaching softball or something. You're like, this person is amazing. They help so many people. And you think this person is just the one for you because you love how much they help kids. So you're sitting there and you're thinking, oh, when I have kids, this is going to be amazing. I love it. When I have kids, they're going to be all there. But if it's a goal for them to help kids and to be involved in kids' life, then when they have kids, then they're going to be there at the house with you. But if it's a mission for them to help kids, then they might be at the house with you, but they're also still going to be coaching that rec league. They're also still going to be going out on weekends, and you're going to have this baby in the house, and you're wondering, why isn't this person quitting all those other things in order to be here with me? They had a mission to help kids. And so that change of situation in life doesn't all of a sudden mean that they're going to give up everything they were doing to stop and be with you. And the problem with that is you're going to be mad or disappointed or think that they're not valuing you or wondering why they haven't changed or adjusted now that the circumstances changed or adjusted. See, when it's a goal, the circumstances change and adjust. And so you change and adjust to make sure you still meet your goal. But when it's a mission, when the circumstances change and adjust, that's just another obstacle to overcome. And if you're thinking, oh, this person has drive, they want to be rich, and I want to be rich. If they want to be rich because they want to help the world and change the world and society, then an economic shift doesn't change. They just have to push through. But if they want to be rich because they just have a goal of financial security, then it's easier for them to just shift and go to a different job or go someplace new or do someplace something new. And you're wondering why they just haven't gone to a different job. Well, they have a mission. They don't have a goal. And if you don't know the difference, you're going to say I love you to the wrong person and be years down the line wondering why this person has not adjusted for something you think they should adjust for. Because you wanted somebody with a goal, you got somebody with a mission. Or conversely, you wanted somebody with a mission and they're shifting too quickly because what you got is somebody with a goal. You said I love you to the wrong person. Number two, in the reality, the love reality list, number two, if you haven't had a fight with this person, and I don't mean knock down, drag out, you're yelling at the top of your lungs type of thing, but I do mean a sincere disagreement about something, then you are not ready to say you love this person. You are two people coming from a completely different lineage of society. I don't even care if you grew up alike next to each other in the same neighborhood and you never found each other until you were both in college or out of college or something like that. And you're like, oh my gosh, I grew up right around the corner from me. I don't even care if it's that. If you, even if you grew up right next door to each other, you grew up in two different households, which means you have to disagree on something. It is human nature to disagree on something. And so you have to have an argument. You have to have a fight before you say, I love you. Not because you want to have a fight, but you need to know how they fight. Before you can say I love you, you need to know how someone fights. You need to know if they fight fair. You need to know if they don't say something and bring it up to you 3, 4, 5 months down the road, or once you get to marriage, 3, 4, 5 years down the road. You need to know that when you have a disagreement and when you have an argument, that this is a safe place. See, when we think about saying I love you, we think about saying I love you in this realm of what is perfect and what is great and what is wonderful and what makes me feel good. We don't think about I love you from the idea of what does this love take from me? What does this relationship pull out of me? Does it tear my soul out of me or does it give me life? Does it remove energy from my life force or does it add years onto my life? We don't think about that when we're dating because we're in this happy go lucky phase. And so before you can say I love you, number two, you have to have an argument. You have to have a fight. Now, Cassie and I have fights, and we've had people in the house while we've had fights, and they didn't even know we were having fights because our fights are discussions. So, once again, I'm not saying it's this knockdown, drag out, you're yelling at each other, somebody's throwing a pan or something. I just mean that you're having a disagreement sincerely about something you completely disagree about. And yet you're able to realize and find out that you can have a disagreement, you can have an argument, and you can do it in a way that fills your life soul, fills your life force, gives you energy, and makes you feel valued. If you haven't had a fight yet, you don't love a person. Number three, you need to have something about them you don't like. And I mean, it has to be real. It can't be like, I don't like their hair, or I don't like how they dress, or I don't know, another good example, but it can't be, I don't like the movies they like. It can't be just superficial, mundane stuff like that. This kind of feeds off of number two, the idea that every last person grew up in a different household. Even if you have a brother or sister who grew up in a household with you, they grew up in a different household. Every last person grew up in a different set of environment and situations and scenarios. So you have to have something you don't like about this person. Because if you don't, you're not looking at them realistically. There is no perfect human being. None. As much as I would love to be a perfect human. I have faults, I have errors, I have weaknesses, I have things I have to fix that I hate to uncover and realize, but I do. And every last person also has a list of these things. So if you don't have something about this person you supposedly love that you really just do not like and you still love them, or change that. If you don't have something that you really do not like, then you don't know them enough yet to love them. Because you have to have something you don't like. You have to have something you disagree with. You have to have something that you can look and say, this vexes me. This creates stress for me. This, I wish you would adjust this one thing. But you know what? I still love you. So those are your three things. You have to know whether it's a mission or goal. You have to have an argument, and you have to have something that you do not love about this person before you can ever say, I love you.